Welcome, everybody. This is the Inebriated podcast. It's your host, Sam C, and your boy,
J. Dat of the Soulquestrian Collective in the building.
Welcome, everybody. This is our first episode of April. We're coming into this new month with new energy, new conversations. Things are happening all over the world. Let's start with, R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle, man, out of California. Such a soul to lose. It's crazy that our the best ones come and go so quickly that we really wasn't able to appreciate him, especially with his last album, Victory Lap. I just heard nothing but great reviews about it. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't the biggest fan, but I have to admit that the man did put in some work. Every track that I heard him on, he went in. How do you feel about the Nipsey situation?
No, it's a very sad situation. I've been a fan of Nipsey for a while, since the Marathon. I liked a couple records off of Bullets Ain't Got No Names. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, he's a few pieces away. But I became a real invested fan during the Marathon when he spit over that flip of $1 million with that Jay-Z had as his intro for Volume 1.
Okay.
That flip, the Aaliyah, 1 in a million. You know what I'm saying? A million.
Right.
And he bodied that shit. And, the intro to that record was crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? He had a couple bangers on it. And that what made me a big fan of him. And to see that happen, just, off a regular case of bitch-ass motherfucker-nitis, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That motherfucker was suffering from it a lot. And, allegedly it was based off of, him being a snitch and, this and that. And
Well, his homeboy was the snitch or whatever, and he came out and was hating on Nipsey and tried to go back to the block, and Nipsey was like, nah, nigga, you can't be around here, get from around here, and homie wasn't trying to hear that, came back and murked him. And I mean, the surveillance footage is out. I mean, I don't advise anybody that's sensitive to that type of subject of murder and live and effect. If anybody's affected by that, then don't watch it, but there's clear surveillance footage of the murder occurring. And it's just, it's just sad. It's just sad to see that the hate in the world is really that real, And it's really the ones that you're closest to that hate you the most.
Oh, of course, man, of course. It's actually a situation that I see a lot with somebody from around the way.
Okay.
The mayor. And I see it. And all he tries to do is do good shit, for the east side and stuff like that. And there's still people that, hate on him. Now, whether it's because of maybe personal shit, maybe I wouldn't know about that. Maybe they don't like, what he raps about or, the way he raps or whatever.
Right.
Maybe it could be that. But I know that his resume alone, he's doing a lot more than a lot of motherfuckers that are from the east side and all from around the way try to do.
Facts.
Saying all them toy giveaways and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, every year. Tone C, man. Shout out to Tone C, bro. If you ever see this, come holler at us. The Inebriated Podcast. You know what I'm saying?
You don't gotta see this. I'll fucking go over there right now. But like, yo, come through, motherfucker.
I know, but he can come holler at us.
It's all love, man.
He could come holler at us anytime, bro. You know what I'm saying? Definitely come holler at us. We'll play shit right here. You know what I'm saying? Live. We'll do a live stream and everything.
Always. But you know what I'm saying? But back to that Nipsey thing, I think we should take a toast.
Yes.
Make a toast to his memory, actually.
Shout out to Nipsey.
Because, you know what I'm saying? It was a life cut short. Just getting started. But he got a lot through. And through his death, what I've seen is almost like a spiritual awakening in a lot of motherfuckers from that kind of, and not even that community alone, but just from all walks of life that can relate to that community. It don't got to be California, you know what I'm saying? And you see it, it's like, what they say, like the old Tupac quote was like, saying we don't die, we multiply.
Facts.
And I could see that trade of thought multiplying, and that's a beautiful thing. That's one of the positives we could take from such a horrific situation. And to that, we drink in the memory of Nipsey Hussle.
To Nipsey.
God bless and bless God.
Very good tequila.
Oh.
And then, from there...
Jason. Did you know tequila is the only alcohol that's an upper, that's a stimulant.
I did not know that.
Every other alcohol is a downer.
It's a depressant.
Yeah, you feel me? Woo! This shit done stimulated my burp reflex. I'm over here burping like a mama.
All right. So, I mean, with the Nipsey Hussle thing, especially, man, you know, my condolences to Lauren London and that whole Nipsey family, his baby mama or ex-wife, however the situation may have been. You know, Nipsey was definitely a great influence to the community, especially, you know, around, I mean, not only in California, but I would say in every metropolitan city. You know, they really fuck with him. You feel me? If he would have came to Miami, it would have been lit.
Shit, I was there when he came down. I believe it was, I can't remember if it was 2010, 2011. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right,
I've been a fan. I've been a fan for Nipsey for a minute. And when it came down to that show, man, that shit, it was a good show, man. You know what I'm saying? And my boy got the opportunity to interview him as well.
Really?
Yes. I'm trying to remember the website. It's on the tip of my tongue, man. It's, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dog, you know what I'm saying? Young Murph, I see you, man. Wherever you at, God bless you, bless your family, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Come check out the podcast. Hey, we'll get it on. Let's get it on.
You feel me? I remember when they did their thing and they interviewed him. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a story he already told. You know what I'm saying? On social media, so I know he wouldn't mind me telling it. But he said, like, when he first met him, he said, boy, like, he walked in the room and Nipsey pressed him. Nipsey was like, yo, you a blood youngin'? And then my man repped his set. And he said that Nipsey laughed. And they said, man, come here, man, we fuck with you. Bob, and that was it. And that's when he realized. He said that was the moment that he realized that it ain't about, you know what I'm saying, those colors. Right. The only color that matters is the green.
Facts.
And, you know what I'm saying, unification. And that's another thing you learn from Nipsey. He said that through unification, you're a lot stronger than when you're divided. And you can do a lot more things being together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
in terms of
agree.
focusing on, you know, focusing our energy on the correct enemy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Which is the financial institutions and the financial wealth that we should have.
All that.
I agree.
All
I agree.
That.
1000%.
So that, you know what I'm saying, once again, a big loss and hopefully a bigger gain that we gain from his legacy.
Right.
And that we follow in his footsteps.
I agree. Especially in the aspect of positivity. You know, that from every, you know, concrete comes a rose, or however the saying goes. And from there, you know what I'm saying, especially having lost ones, we're going to talk about, you know, we're going to move on from Nipsey, you know, God bless. It's just, you know, it's a sad thing to talk about, and it's a very sensitive thing to talk about, but we're going to move on to things that are happening more in current events. Look, this nigga got snacks and shit. You can't prepare for this motherfucker.
I don't know why I'm so hungry.
But we're going to talk about, actually, what's going on right now. I mean, probably the past couple of days, the richest man in the world, number one, the head honcho, the big uno, Jeff Bezos, the man of Amazon, has just divorced his first wife, his bottom line, his main bitch, whatever you want to call it, just divorced her and gave her, didn't settle, really just gave her $36 billion. Like, dog, I couldn't even fathom the idea when I heard $36 billion to be given. And I'm not saying to any woman, because I do support what women do is completely important to the development of all life on this earth. I completely agree with that. But I just don't know about $36 billion. Listen, if it was my wife, I would have gave her a lick too, but I don't know about $36 billion. $1 billion, you will still be straight. You need 36 of them? Like, bruh, like, no, I don't know. I couldn't fathom that even number. I know he gave it to her willingly, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he was doing some fuck shit or whatever, but $36 billion, dog. I don't know, man. I don't know.
He only gave it. He ended up winning that divorce a lot.
Oh, of course.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it was that $36 billion is only
a fraction of what,
because it's all in stock. It's all in stock options. I believe it was, I think it's 4% or whatever. But at the end of the day, he had, or what? Oh, I don't remember what it was. I don't know. I'm a little hungry right now, to say the least. But he kept the majority of the stock. He has, you know, veto powers and all that kind of things. He controls what she can do with her shares as well.
Right.
On top of that, all his other business ventures did not get touched at all.
Right.
He had a very good lawyer that fought that case. The $36 billion, that was an expensive punani.
Oh, facts. But
and I'm not talking about his wife. I'm talking about the bitch he cheated on with.
No, and it's crazy that after that,
that was his homeboy's old lady.
Really?
That was his homeboys already.
Oh shit. Well,
He on that freaking dick shit, man.
Well, they probably swingers and shit. But that actually she only started to file the papers for her divorce only after he finalized his divorce of his wife. So she wasn't even divorced yet from her husband, or even putting in the paperwork. She just put the paperwork as his divorce finalized, which I think is some fuck shit. I think it should have been done at the same time, because that means you ain't got no real faith, bitch. Like, you just bandwagoning off of what I'm doing, and you not no shade to Meghan Markle, but now you're the Meghan Markle of the shit. Like, you coming from nothing and coming to something. You feel me? Like, it's unfathomable, bro.
Yeah, what do you think?
I mean, she's a media newscaster. Like, she fucking does, I think, meteorology or whatever the fuck. Like, she is not worth nowhere near what his ex-wife was worth. But I mean, I understand. When you go and get some pussy, you go get some pussy. Whatever it is. If that's your play, that's your play.
Now, what if, it's time for conspiracy theory. Now, what if these two, these two women were in cahoots, right? She's like, hey, look, Pete, suck my husband's dick so I can finally divorce this weird, creepy motherfucker. He keeps having all the robots look at us when we're having sex. He has
Alexa be listening to us.
He got the robots masturbating. Alexa's just playing very creepy music in the background. I'm tired of this guy. I can't do it anymore. He got a Roomba licking my toes while he fucking me from the back. I don't know what's going on. Now, if I get this divorce, I can guarantee you, for playing your part and playing your role, I can give you $1 billion. Nah. Man, I ain't gonna lie. For $1 billion.
Oh, right. A nigga gonna jump for $1 billion. But what I'm saying is...
$1 billion?
But what I'm saying is...
a female, all you gotta do is suck some dick. Man, you know how many hoes I know to suck some dick for free?
Oh, right. But what I'm saying is...
Give these hoes $1 billion, they gonna spit shine that dick.
Right, but
she gonna be looking
with
like
his wife. With his wife, like, no, you know what I'm saying. I understand. Like, if you ain't happy, you ain't happy. You walk away from a bad situation on the best of terms. I understand that. I completely get it. But she walking away with $36 billion. Like, you can't even imagine getting $1 billion.
Her role was bigger than just that. You got to remember, she was the first. She was with him when he was just selling books.
Right. Out of a fucking
that motherfucker was selling paperbacks
out of a square office.
I mean, she was there. She put up the majority of her bread at that time.
Right.
They both ain't had
nothing.
I mean, they had more than what motherfuckers got.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? In terms of
they ain't really have a pot to piss in after the fact.
She put a lot of the bread up and stuff like that, and she was one of the main investors in Amazon as well when he started going bigger than just selling books on it.
Oh, right.
So you can say all the time spent and the ideas spent. No, it ain't no she walking away like, goddamn, like, we don't know what happened behind the scenes. We just know him because motherfuckers got mad bread.
Right.
And he still got mad bread even though he lost $36 billion of it. But was it really his to lose? You see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like the
Kobe
situation.
It was real simple, dog. I mean, you know what I'm saying? The bitch he fucked, she ain't, she better than his wife.
But she ain't worth shit.
But she better than his wife, and that's the thing. You see, guys would be like, well, she won't really be too mad at me if I cheat on her with her. She looks very good. And guess what happened? She was like, damn, man, who knows what insecurity played in or whatever? Or like I said, they were in cahoots.
Nah, I don't think so. It's just that...
I wouldn't put it past anybody.
No, because the thing is...
You're dealing with a $300 billion man.
Yeah, but the thing is like, if your woman holds you down and all that, like, bruh, at least do your due diligence. If you're going to do some dirt, either let her know, not let her know, you know what I'm saying? However your stilo is, but at least keep it real, you know what I'm saying? You might not be the upfront nigga because you got so much money, love is blind at that point. Like, you can't tell who loves you and who wants you. I completely understand that, but at least keep it real with shorty, you know what I'm saying? And if you did keep it real with her and you offered her $36 billion, like, I mean, bruh, like,
how much swag you think Bezos got? He ain't got no swag.
It's not about the swag.
It's about the situation you just described. He gotta have swag to bring that situation.
Because that's like Bill Gates. Bill Gates was like the richest
swag.
Nigga, right? But he was the richest nigga for like 30 years. Let's not say 30. Let's say 20 years. Bill Gates could have fucked anybody.
Zero swag.
It don't matter about the swag, bro. When the bread is in cahoots, bro.
Zero swag.
So you telling me Jeff Bezos got swag? The nigga got
He got zero swag. That's what I'm saying.
He got a meteorologist, but that's what I'm saying.
He's got zero swag.
But you think this
to fuck up like that? He got zero.
But that's what I'm saying.
Swag,
you think this shorty really with him for the love. Like,
But
she
you
looking
heard
at
how
the bread.
You heard how it happened. Apparently,
Right.
it was like another country that like hacked into his phone and spying, and then they tried to like blackmail him. And he said,
shit.
"I don't give a fuck, bro. Come at me, bro.
Right.
Come at me, bro.
I'm the richest nigga in the world, nigga.
Come at me, bro.
Like, what the fuck do you think is gonna happen?
Come at me, bro."
When you're the
And
richest
they
nigga in the
came at him,
world,
bro.
what do you expect that's gonna happen? Like that's why, like,
It's ironic because you know what I'm saying. Like he runs Amazon, which is the #1 company of invading motherfuckers' privacy.
Facts.
And he got his privacy invaded.
Facts. Oh, it happened. Just like Mark Zuckerberg. You know what I'm saying? When he was opening Facebook, you know, he fucking literally stole another nigga's idea, which is fine, but he just capitalized on it. It's just how business works, bro. I completely understand. But, dog, to, like, really fuck over your main vein, dog, that's, like, literally cutting into your fucking jugular, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was cheaper to keep her. Like, not saying that she's cheap and not worth anything. It was just cheaper to keep her than to just...
This guy's stumbling over semantics. Fuck that shit.
Nah, I mean, bro, listen.
Hey, dog, you know how much money he got?
Yeah, but you...
$36 billion is cheap to him, dog.
Right now.
That's
but what
how
I'm saying
disgusting
is,
it is.
Yeah,
That's
but
how
dog,
disgusting his money is.
How I would have pitched it was, look, I'm gonna take care of you for the rest of your motherfucking life.
And he just
all you gotta because that money gonna run out unless she goes and turns around and backs herself on those finances, which is obviously gonna happen. But
how can you ever blow through $36 billion?
People blow through lottery winnings all the time.
Ain't nobody win $36 billion.
People have won $1 billion. So what are you telling me? Like, you have to understand, a woman...
When you get that $1 billion, off rip, that's $500 million. Then if you want to not anonymity, you're losing another couple percent. You ain't never getting no $1 billion. She's getting a clean $36 billion.
Yeah, but you're
ain't
not gonna...
no way you can... If you blow $36 billion, like, you got to be like... When you die... Scientists have to do an autopsy on you because even if you're smoking crack, you're sniffing coke.
Right.
You know, say like, you know how much drugs it takes for you to die. If you got $36 billion in the fund,
right?
You just walk in the trap and grab whatever you want, but like, put it on my tab.
Right. Facts. I'll see you next week.
Then they'll be like, yo, this guy has what the fuck?
No, and I hear you, but see, I just have a different perspective on it because I'm talking about legacy wealth, bro. Like. Well,
$36 billion.
She might fuck it off, bruh. It's like the movie Casino, and I'm not saying that Jeff Bezos' wife is not like is like. I'm not saying that Jeff Bezos' wife is like Ginger. All I'm saying is that this woman might not have the integrity or might not have the discipline.
She supported this swaggerless motherfucker when he was selling books door to door. He was a door-to-door salesman.
Bruh, but she wasn't with it's like Kobe's wife. She wasn't with the nigga shooting in the gym.
It ain't like Kobe.
Yes, it is.
She was actually with this nigga shooting in the gym, bro.
No, she was not. She did not do every interview, bruh. It's like, see, look, and I can approve it. Why? Because look at Bill Gates. No, but look at Bill Gates' wife. Now, Bill Gates' wife does every interview alongside him. Why? Because he stepped away from Microsoft and is now doing the foundations of the Bill Gates and whatever her name is. Martha Gates
situation. I don't respect. I think it's Melinda. I don't respect that Melinda or that Bill Gates bullshit because that's a means to population control. But that's for another topic.
That's a whole other topic. No, now you're going on to sign up.
So I didn't even talk about that. We talk about apples right now. You talk about orange juice.
No. I'm talking about superpowers that are more rich. Go ahead.
Forever. She gave him the cab. So clearly she had some foresight if she believed in his motherfucking dream.
Nigga,
what do you think it is? She was just latching onto a dick in a dream?
Yeah, you know how many baby mamas are out here supporting niggas' rap career? Like, dog, like, fall back. Like,
I'm sorry. I think that's completely different.
No, it's not. It's the same thing. Whether you're in an office creating a business or on a mic creating a rap career, it's the same fucking thing, bro. Like even with this, like if this don't pop, I can't be mad at my girl for leaving me. Like I completely understand, bitch. You dated a loser or whatever. If it don't pop, but if it pop now, and I got a couple milli, don't flake and don't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? Like it come with the territory. That's why, and I was gonna say this earlier. That's why I think if no matter what situation you in, date within your range. And what I mean by your range is I'm not talking about how fucking good you look. I'm talking about financial statistics, bro. How financially set are you? Because, bruh, if you had $100 million right now, bro, you leaving your girl. And no shade to your girl because I love her.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you straight up, man. Don't lie to the audience. I ain't got no girl.
Right.
My email address is.
But what I'm saying is like, oh, you can see him at the Inebriated Podcast at gmail.com. That ain't no pressure. But what I'm saying is like, look, I even told my girl, like, and she agrees. Like, we've been on the same page about it. If a Seminole hoe come along both our ways, she either sliding or I'm sliding, because somebody need to go get that check. I mean, it's longevity wealth, bro. It ain't about me. I'm not going to take it personal, bro. If my girl gets offered by a Seminole nigga, like, yo, come holler at my girl, da-da-da-da, she getting 10 bands a week, I'm a ginger it, bro. I'm going to be whatever fuck nigga, I forgot what his name is right now, but I'm going to be the other nigga in casino. I'm going to be getting the check. And I'll wait. My babies, I can make babies for the rest of my life. I ain't no pressure. But you have to understand, like, when you're in a situation like that, bruh, money talk, bruh. If my shit don't work out, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really got to date within your financial range, bruh. If you dating a millionaire and you a McDonald's ass bitch, like, you have to understand your position. You might just be just pretty. Like, and that's, I think that's a woman's biggest fear. Like, no shade to any woman that's out there, you know, working at McDonald's or anything like that, or if you dating a millionaire nigga and giving up the pussy, no shade to it. Girl, you know, do your thug thizzle. But you got to keep it real when it comes to the aspect of finances. What can you provide that man that he cannot provide himself? And vice versa.
Head.
What can you provide that woman that he cannot provide himself?
Head.
Nigga, if Robert Kraft is spending $79.99 on two bitches, bruh, pussy's at an all-time low. I'm sorry. I don't care what you tell me right now. If two pussies, not one, if two pussies is worth $79.99 right now at market value, bruh, you're not going to tell me that a nigga can't afford that, especially a nigga that's working. See, like a street bum, I'm not telling women to go date street bums because that's where their financial ability is, because even a street bum will cheat on you. And I know niggas high and niggas low that will cheat on you. But what I'm saying is date within your range, baby. If you at 50,000, don't go past 80,000, because that nigga is most likely not gonna support you in your endeavors. You know what I'm saying? No matter how many companies and how many businesses you guys have together. And again, this is no shade to anybody that's successful, but you gotta be realistic. What are you offering, man or woman, to your spouse, to your significant other, that they cannot provide themselves? And I think that's what's most important when we're talking about relationships. I mean, that's my opinion. If you don't feel that way...
Well, he's a business person.
He's got AIDS. Well, if Jeff Bezos got AIDS, then fuck it.
That's how you don't fuck with the street bums they was talking about.
No, right. They probably got AIDS. But what I'm saying is... And no shade to the AIDS community. I mean, fuck it, you got it.
Nah. There's certain shit you allowed to shame, bro.
No, because
get out of here.
No.
Certain shit you can shame, dog.
No.
I don't want no AIDS, I don't want to be on a motherfucking blood drive and I see a motherfucker with AIDS next to me.
No, and I agree, but I gotta stop you because I've had a passing in my family.
You've had AIDS before?
No, not me.
No.
I've had a passing in my family that had HIV. So
Same here.
Right, so I completely understand what happens, but do I condone it? Of course not. But if it happens, it happens. Ain't nothing you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? I know bitches that probably, fucked or cheated on one nigga and caught a STD for the rest of their life. And niggas. I've seen niggas.
But there's a difference when bitch say, "Oh, I got a little shaved bums." You know what I'm saying? Compared to I got that magic time.
I ain't talking about no clap. I'm talking about
some little shave bumps, little herpes.
Nah, nigga.
Bitch got a little herpes.
Nigga,
she can still suck dick.
Nah, bro. There's super gonorrhea. There's gonorrhea. Like
gonorrhea?
Yes. I'm not
Z?
making this up. You gotta look this up. You can look this up on your phone right now. There's super gonorrhea that you can't get rid of. Regular gonorrhea, at this point, you can get rid of, I think. I don't quote me on that.
Regular gonorrhea don't even exist no more. None of them, they're all like super.
No,
like
okay, they're super.
If you're a dirty whore, that's super levels.
Okay, there are super levels.
If you're a dirty whore, I want to say.
Right. But we can't blame it only on the women. You got to blame it on the men too.
Yeah, a dirty whore. What dirty? You see how sexist you is? A dirty whore don't mean I'm blaming it just on women.
I agree.
You are a dirty whore, my friend.
All right.
Newsflash. I guess you never heard it before.
Moi?
Yeah. I mean, not no more. So you like, but you know what I'm saying? But if you out here, I know a couple hoes You know what I'm saying? They usually third world country hoes. It's all good because, I just became a citizen, baby. But I know a couple hoes, they coming out this motherfucker, they popping penicillin like a Percocet. If you know what I'm saying. That pussy, yee-hoo, that shit burning. And guess what? That shit yeasty. You walk in the bedroom, it look like you walked in a bakery in that motherfucker. So much flour and yeast and, oh my, can't do that. But it happens. But you pop it up there like that, then you get the super. No, that's why I've never been a fan. And to this day, I do not use hand sanitizer. Because when you read the label of hand sanitizer, it tells you.
Triglyceride.
I have no idea what the fuck you talking about. It says kills 99.9%. What the fuck you think that 0.1% is doing? They're getting stronger. They're becoming, you feel me? Right. They're getting resistant to that antimaterial. So next thing you know what I'm saying? You touch a regular surface, your finger gonna fall off because they got super germs because you use a hand sanitizer.
That's like your dick gonna fall off stories. Like every nigga done heard the dick gonna fall off stories.
Hey.
And I ain't never met a nigga that had his dick fall off yet.
Go on Google Images.
Right. Oh, facts.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why our great grandfathers be scaring motherfuckers from.
Right, and tell us our dick gonna fall off.
This was passed down from generations to generations. As soon as you fuck a bitch wrong, you think you made a mistake, you take a piss and you wipe your dick down with a freshly cut lemon and you do your thing.
Hey,
if you're a real motherfucker, you open the head of that dick and then you pour some lemon juice in it and then you piss it right back out.
You really trying to burn yourself.
If it burns, you gotta. That's the story I was told by my ancestors. By my ancestors.
That's real island shit. Like if you gotta be from the island to know that this shit actually happens. But besides that, okay. So in conclusion, I just want to say. Listen, I am not knocking anybody's situation as far as them having a lovely relationship or going through a divorce. I completely understand. Sometimes it just don't work. But I cannot say that this woman, even though she supported him, even though she rode or die, 36 billion, bruh. Yes, he's gonna make more money and whatever. If that's the case, then all right, I can live with that. But let's say no, there's no sexism about it. It's literally what are you valued at? And I'm not saying that women are pointless, valueless. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying that what is your contribution worth? You know what I'm saying? If I can buy out your stock, which is literally what he did on a nice scale where it looks publicly fine, what is your value? Maybe not to the company, but to the individual. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that she's not worth anything, but 36 billion, bro. You got to put a pause on that, bro. 36 billion. Yes, she will live the rest of her life comfortable. Maybe that's a comfortable number for her. I understand.
No, she only left with 4% of the stock.
It's a public traded company, bro. Even if he has 51, there's other people on the board.
Doesn't matter. It's only 4%. And you think he's still getting robbed? He gave her 4%.
I never brought up robbery.
It ain't her fault that 4% is 36 billion.
Right.
He gave her 4%. More than likely, like who knows how he came up with that number? But it was a good number for both parties because guess what?
They separated happily.
They did it. She's happy. He's happy. And none of his other business ventures got touched.
Oh, right. Which that's what I'm saying. It's a harmless divorce, which I am very happy for. It was successful. You know, they did it as adults, not greedy, conniving, heathens, him or her, to where they're trying to take everything. I completely understand that. I wish for anybody's divorce to go that way. I hope that nobody divorces. If you can stay happy, stay happy. But I'm just saying, bro, be more realistic on what your worth is. And I'm not saying that this woman was not worth 36 billion. But as a divorce, I don't think it was worth 36 billion. Because if you're willing to leave, you have to understand, the business of divorce, there's a proposal. Like, I come and bring you or you come and bring me papers, then I have to either agree or disagree or we go into litigation. After litigation and mediation, then you come to a conclusion of what you decide to walk away with. What you're going to take, what you're going to give. Everybody has to sacrifice. And if she was willing to sacrifice on that, you know what then? Hey, all salute to you, baby. I hope your 36 billion lasts you generations. But I know for a fact that legacy wealth does not work that way. Just because you got $36 billion does not mean that you're going to last. Your generations, your kids' kids, or your kids' kids' kids, they're not going to last, bro. Especially how society's going right now because of how they got to maintain and how they got to go to school. Bro, their school tuitions are probably $100,000 a piece. A piece. And what, I think he got like 2 kids or 3 kids with this woman? $100,000 a piece. Plus whatever else. Like, she's going to have to be a new financially when it comes to business oppositions and business opportunities, I mean. And hopefully she makes the right decision, bro. And I'm not saying women can't make these decisions on their own. They perfectly can. There's a lot of successful female businesses. I just don't know if she's capable of doing that. She wasn't in the gym every day, bro. She wasn't in the gym.
All I had to do was give you the shovel. You make sure you dug your own grave.
Oh, I'll dig my own grave, bro, because any woman can come at me about this. And write into the Inebriated Podcast at gmail.com. I will write back, no problem. It's perfectly fine. I could take the slack. I'm cool. I'm just saying. Right. But I'm just saying that, I don't think that she's capable. Not as a woman. I'm just saying as a financial institution. I don't think that she's capable of handling $36 billion. I'm not saying that she can't. I just don't think that she's capable. You know what I'm saying? Just like, listen, we can have a female president. Doesn't mean that she's going to clear the deficit of whatever $1 trillion that we're in just because she's president.
I don't know what you're talking about right now, though.
It's all right. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah,
it's cool.
you
I'll dig my own grave on that. Listen, I was raised by a woman and bathed by a woman, all that. But, you know what I'm saying? I just don't think that we're at that point where women are going to supersede men in business. And I'm talking about big business. Not like your little mom and pop shop. Look, I get it. But I'm talking about big business. Listen, there are some big head honchos there, but they're not the biggest in their field. When it becomes the biggest in their field, like on some Oprah shit, all right, I'll give it to you. But even Oprah, look, she just fucked up. And I mean, we're gonna talk about this on another day, but she just fucked up on the Leaving Neverland. She just fucked up. So I'm just mentioning this because, okay, bet. Shit, we got some fruit. Shit.
Yeah.
Get your fruity ass.
Intermission time. And this motherfucker's on one of those rants.
Oh, I was going. Salud.
This right here is all natural, all organic chinola, better known in the United States of America as passion fruit.
And just do it all down?
This motherfucker never had none before. Yeah, all that little black shit. Because if you look at it, it looks a little bit like mucus. Like a yellowish mucus. Now the black things inside of it are the seeds themselves. If you want, you can spit one seed out. Knowing your ass, you probably like to swallow the seed.
You stupid.
But you can always take a seed. You plant it, and it's a vine. It's not actually a tree. It's a vine that grows very nice. But the real fruit itself has like a tart. It's like a sweet, you know what I'm saying? Like a sweet tart.
Yeah, like a sour. It literally just tastes like a Sour Patch. A Sour Patch Kid, honestly.
But it's delicious because if you eat it fast enough, you can like taste the juice that comes out of it.
Oh no, it was good.
But this is all organic. This is all natural. Straight from your boy J. Dot's garden.
No, it was good. Thank you for introducing us to that. No, I really do appreciate it. It was delicious. Now we're gonna move on, and I understand. Listen, whatever y'all do, just I don't know if it's worth $36 billion, bro. That's my whole point. But to move on from that, what we have right here in Miami, we have Dwayne Wade, the one and only. He's just leaving Miami. Last game last night. It was beautiful. It was historic. Number 3, he really brought that energy to Miami, man. There's nothing more I can say about this man. I mean, Zay, what's your point? What's your view on it? Like,
what can you say about him?
It's a sad day.
What can you say about him? He's a class act. You know what I'm saying? 13-time All-Star. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about a 3-time champ. 2006 NBA Finals MVP. You talk about, the scoring champ. Scoring 30.9 points per game. You talk about the guy that was the leading scorer of the 2008 Redeemed team when we finally got that gold that we've been deserved. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
This guy was a great player and was a great person. You know what I'm saying? Like, he represented Miami. You know what I'm saying? With straight pride. On top of that, he represented it with straight class as well.
I agree.
And he's one of them few athletes also that were complete superstars. And that's what makes me sadder, is knowing the fact that
it's over.
It's over, Miami. It's over down south in Florida. That's it. We don't have nobody else.
For right now.
We don't got nobody else. Who do we got?
No, for right now.
Who do we got?
Listen.
We no longer have a superstar on that level. We don't have anybody that caliber. Who do we got? Literally, our number 2, our runner-up, was Ryan Tannehill. He don't even play him. He don't even play him. And that was our runner-up.
Right, you going on football.
It don't matter. We talk about, we have
Sports,
no
okay.
star. We have no star in Miami.
Right.
What star we got? What's up we got?
I hear you.
What you gonna name? A Florida Panthers player? Because guess what? I don't know him.
Right. Well, and shout out to the Florida Panthers. I need to go to one of y'all games.
But I don't know y'all. I don't know y'all.
But
nobody know you. Don't nobody know y'all.
But
you can walk. You can be right next to me at the Arab store, man. And guess what? Ain't nobody gonna even say shit. And that's actually might be very good.
It's a pros and cons.
However,
pros and cons.
It ain't good for the city. And Dwayne Wade will be missed, man. You know
yeah.
What I'm saying? What can I say, man?
I mean, he literally brought an energy, especially not even being from here. Like, look, Alonzo Mourning was our last, our brethren, our son, our kid, our gentleman for South Florida for a long time. You know what I'm saying? It's been Zoe Nation for a long time, and with indoctrinating Wade into our community, I mean, it's Dade County been Wade County. I completely remember. You know what I'm saying? There's been, like you said, 13 strong years, 15 strong years of this man playing in South Florida that, I can't take back. It was beautiful. You feel me? The man brought a certain panache, let me say, to South Florida, where there was no scandals, there was no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? He dated Gabrielle Union, which is a fine sister, bro. You made a right decision on that circumstance. You know what I'm saying? But what Dwayne Wade did for the city. You know what I'm saying? And I personally met him. Actually, I met him at one of these. What Miami Heat does every year is they do a family event, and I personally met after their championship. Actually, I met Chris Anderson. I met Dwayne Wade. I met LeBron James, Chris Bosh, Ray Allen, Mike Bibby. You know what I'm saying? I met all those guys. They mad cool. They mad suave about their whole thing. It's just that it's a sad thing to see that Pat Riley didn't want to give him his just dues to stay here in Miami, to where he had to go to Chicago for a year just to prove to motherfuckers that he still got it, and then came back to Miami to seal the deal. Like, I understand what he had to do, whatever, but still, like, it's Miami, bro. It's if it's Dade County, it's Wade County, man. You got to keep it real. I understand, and no shade to Pat Riley, bro. I understand. You got to make your deals, bro. You seen the future, and the future just didn't pan out for you. What's your position on that?
My position on what?
On Dwayne Wade, nigga, on his retirement. Because this is it. Last game, last night. That's it. That's over. He's out of here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this in a bad way. I'm saying this in a good way. It's just that he's retiring. It's over. So, how are we going to use this energy now? You know what I'm saying? As far as, like, who are we looking forward to as the next superstar? Because I don't see any.
We ain't got no next superstar, man. I've been said that. I'm on the same rant.
You on the same page?
I'm on the same rant. I ain't on the same page as you. No.
Okay, maybe you don't think Gabrielle Union's cute, but all right, whatever.
That's a whole nother story, man.
All right, that's cool.
No, like I said, man, he was a class act. You know what I'm saying? Real great guy. You know what I mean? I don't agree with his parenting style, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't condone.
And so we had a new event this week, upcoming weekend. Come Sunday, I believe. We got Game of Thrones, baby. Game of Thrones is happening this weekend. I'm hype. I can't wait. Jon Snow got him some pussy last episode. And, you know, here comes Daenerys. He was fucking his auntie or whatever you want to call it. But fuck it. You know, it's going to be a major event. The biggest, you know, actually Game of Thrones is the biggest televised program to be on, I think, the Nielsen family reviews or whatever. Like, it's the most viewed TV show in the world, basically. And HBO, you know, they really locked in on that one. And they didn't even know that it was going to work. Like, literally, the whole Game of Thrones show, if you watch it, you know, bit by bit, not every actor stayed. Because they were like, I might have a better opportunity over here or over there. But actually, you fucked up. Because Game of Thrones is the biggest thing in the world right now. Every episode, the budget is $1 million. That's most movie production budgets. And even less than that, probably. Like, blockbusters obviously could be upwards of the 100 million, but Game of Thrones, bro, it's $1 million an episode. And you talk about 8, 9, 12 episodes a season. Yeah. This one might be 7, but fuck it. Like, you know, it's positive energy. I mean, this thing Game of Thrones has done and this community of energy, like, it just, I mean, I'm flabbergasted by it. I love Game of Thrones. Everybody should go check it out. And this is not a sponsored shout out. Literally, it's just one of my favorite shows. I mean, the energy that they bring is just, it's unexplainable. But I don't see that much. I mean, are you a fan? How do you feel about Game of Thrones?
I've never even watched one episode of Game of Thrones.
Oh, you fucking up, my nigga. You fucking up. You fucking up. You gotta get into Game of Thrones, bro. I mean, listen, you might not like this.
Episode, man.
You might not,
and I don't intend to, man.
You might not like.
I want to see no goddamn dragons flying around, man.
Bruh, dragons don't even come into play until like season 3, bruh.
Guess what, man? I don't want to see it.
All right. I mean, I just like the aspect of like every episode, somebody's getting murdered. Like the main character you thought that was gonna hold on till the end of his days, probably gonna get murdered. Even Jon Snow technically got murdered. Like, even though he's alive right now, he technically got murked. And I know you don't know who I'm talking about.
I'm lost.
Right. But go watch the show. You know, especially like, since it's the most successful show on TV. Like, I wanted to bring up this one aspect because of how entertainment and how, as viewers, that you guys are, and as am I, how we are receiving information about this new technological era with Netflix, YouTube, whatever you watch. Tubi, Vudu, on your Roku, you know, Chromecast, whatever. Like, this new wave of how we're absorbing entertainment is just, it's phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Like, HBO has HBO Go, where you can watch whatever episode mobile on your phone. You know, Starz has it, Showtime has it, I understand that, but what you have to understand, it's revolutionary. Like, I come from the generation where, you know, you had the black cable box with the scrambler on top of that motherfucker, and you literally, you know what I'm saying, try to fight a way to get cable, you know what I'm saying?
I can't talk about no Game of Thrones, I can talk about illegal cable box.
I mean, they're not relevant anymore. I mean, there's new ways of streaming your entertainment.
I pay for all my services.
There you go, allegedly. But, it's just fascinating that how far we've come as far as our entertainment. Like literally, like, I do this off the strength. Like, me and my dog here, we're literally doing this off the strength. I don't get any funding from this. I'm not sponsored by anybody as of yet. Like, this is literally off the cuff that I just want to bring to y'all attention. Honestly, like, this has nothing to do with anything but, you know, giving y'all conversation and giving y'all a good time, because that's all it really is. If it was anything else, believe me, I would let y'all know that, hey, this is a sponsored by, or, hey, this is for something, you know, or a cause. If there's any cause out there that needs support, that needs help, you know what I'm saying, contact us at the Inebriated Podcast at gmail.com, and I'm more than willing, you know what I'm saying, to discuss what we can do to support your cause, you feel me? As long as it's a positive cause. If you got a negative cause, I can't help you, bro. I can't help.
I mean, it depends how negative it is.
Nah, I gotta be completely negative. Like I can't even describe what I would just turn down, but definitely you'll get a turn down if you're on some fuck shit. And so, with Game of Thrones, obviously, okay, that wasn't your estilo, but we got also right now. You wanted to bring up, and we discussed this a little bit earlier, but we're gonna give a follow through of what we previously discussed. Like I see you got some major beef with. I forgot what her name is, Alejandra or Alexandria, something Cortez, like Ocasio-Cortez. Like, you really got some major beef with this woman. And I don't see it. I mean, she's a Democrat. She is going for, presidency or any type of public office. So I hear you. But I just don't know your dynamic. I don't see the play. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that she's new and up and coming. She probably doesn't have much time in her public office position. But she's going for a Democrat. We have a problem with a Republican right now. So what's your views on this one Democrat? Which is okay.
Nah, she's just a clown. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
She's just a clown, dog.
Pitch it. Tell me what it is.
It's, what she says sounds, it sounds sweet, if you're in elementary school and shit. Oh, everybody should get everything.
Wow.
To me, it is what it is, man. And that's me coming as a registered Democrat and all that stuff.
All right.
Because
spit it. Give it to me raw. What
that's what it's coming down to. We ain't out here asking for handouts and shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're trying to get people accustomed to. Oh, you're going to just get this. You're going to just get this. It's going to be free shit for everybody. Everybody going to get free shit.
Nah, no, you can't just get free
and
shit.
Ain't no such thing as a free lunch. That's the saying that's been going on forever, dog. You know what I'm saying? So between that and her, her little pandering that she does, she speaks one way in front of a certain group of people and another way in front of another.
Okay.
There's just a lot of shit that's going on that make it think like, you know what, man? Enough of the games and the jokes. Like, what are actual policies that are trying to be enacted and shit like that? Because you're telling me about all this free money, but then you're telling me it's causing a couple trillion. Right. You over here, you should be the number one up against shit like this. Because you over here against a woman who earned and deserves probably even more than what she got in her $36 billion, and you complain about it. And then we got this motherfucker coming over here telling us, saying, oh, no, you deserve all this money. It's only going to cost us a couple trillion.
Right.
If you complain about somebody who deserved it, getting goddamn $36 billion, you better be complaining about motherfuckers that just begging for change, man.
Oh, facts.
You can't beg for change,
and that's
man.
why I wanted your opinion on it.
You can't beg for change, and you can't beg for anything in life.
Right.
Nothing comes to the beggar, dog. Everybody knows that to the victor goes the spoils.
Right.
And that goes in everything in life, dog. You ain't gonna beg me to stop whooping your ass. I'm gonna stop whooping your ass when you tell me. No, I'm gonna stop whooping your ass when you make me stop whooping your ass.
Nah, I'm gonna stop whooping your ass when I'm finished.
No, exactly. But you don't determine when I finish.
Right.
And so that means it's gonna be until you whoop me.
All right.
See what
That's
I'm
one way
saying?
to look at it. That's one way to look at it.
That's the way to look at it. Because you see it in the animal kingdom. So what are we? Not animals?
No, but some people look at it.
What are we? Not animals?
I have to give an opinion that some people look at it as bullying. And I'm not saying that bullying isn't necessary. Bullying is necessary to a certain degree.
In the animal kingdom, bro.
Right.
I don't want to hear this shit.
Yeah,
we became so smart that that's the reason we got so much retarded motherfuckers. It's like, I don't mean retarded as in like, say you mentally retarded. I mean retarded as in like you on some dumb shit. Like you on that faggot shit. But I don't mean faggot as gay. I mean faggot as like, man, that's some gay ass shit.
Whack.
But I don't mean gay as in homosexual. I mean gay as in some bullshit.
You going in, all right.
You feel me?
But fully explain.
But that's how it come across, and that's how you have to let them know. Like, nah, hold on, bro. This means this and this means that. Like, you can't be for the culture and be about this and that. And they get mad when we saying that shit and want to try to appropriate some outrage on the motherfucker because they're like, yo, when I say, man, that's a faggot ass shit, I ain't talking about you just because you sucking some dick. I don't give a fuck what you do behind the closed door or whatever. Nobody cares what you do about it.
I mean, whack is not really part of...
Which is what I just explained previously. Right. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
But I have to let the viewers know that whack... whack is not part of our daily terminology. You know what I'm saying? It's not part of our... I forgot what the fuck the word's called. Our dictionary, basically.
It's not in our lexicon.
Lexicon, there we go. It's not in our lexicon here in South Florida.
You know what's about lexicon?
We don't really say whack,
OG Kush.
but we have to go that route.
But that Fruity Pebbles is fuego too. I had some shit last week called orange sherbet.
Sherbet, yeah.
But that's for another episode.
That's for a whole nother episode. So
no, it's just the pandering and all that shit. Like whatever.
You just feel that she's pandering to a certain audience.
She's pandering to every single audience that she comes across.
Okay,
that's what she's doing. That's what she's doing. She ain't showing no real game plan or nothing. And you gotta stand for something, man.
Well, remember, she gotta pass the preliminaries. Like a lot of these guys and gals are not gonna probably pass these preliminaries. Like, I mean, Bernie already ran last year, and we knew we should have went with him. You know, he's obviously he's gonna make the finals. I don't know about everybody else.
She ain't trying to be president, bro. Like, I don't even know what you're
No, she's trying to be president. What are you talking about?
Not right now.
Well, she's trying to get a public office position, but
she already got a public office position in New York.
I'm talking about a major public office position.
What you mean?
Senators and House representatives.
Bro, she in Congress, motherfucker.
Okay, so
or
what
in
do you
Senate.
think?
I don't
So what do
know
you
what
think
she
she's
is.
doing? She's doing nothing.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
So
we finally agree on something.
So you don't think she's
she
gonna go
doing
for president
nothing.
one day?
I don't give a fuck what she doing one day. I'm talking about what she doing today, and she's spewing bullshit. She's spewing bullshit.
So you think
if you want to get online, everybody want to get online because everybody just filled with such fake outrage. You're looking at the next thing to be offended by.
Hey.
You go online and you look for a reason to get upset.
Hey, Trump.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you what it is.
Don't get on no fake news right now.
I'm telling you some real motherfucking news because motherfucker, you out here the way I'm out here.
Go ahead.
You see what I'm saying? So you already see what happens in real life. What goes on online ain't real life
at all.
Because if that shit happened in real life, somebody leaving with a fractured jaw and shit, you know what I'm saying, a couple fractured ribs and shit. Because people talk very disrespectful on the internet.
Right.
And that's the situation where you got to lay it down on, man. That's where you got to lay the law down and be like, yo, hold on. What the fuck is really going on? It's straight fake outrage that's going on in this country, man.
No, I agree.
And not even in this country. Everywhere in the world is just fake outrage.
No, to an extent.
So where the fuck? Well, I'm talking about my world, motherfucker.
All right, go ahead. It's cool. Go ahead.
No, but you see what I'm saying? Like, when are you gonna start being responsible to holding everybody accountable for the exact same things?
Yeah, but when
because you don't get offended
in this world,
you don't get offended. You don't get offended when a motherfucker. You don't get offended when a motherfucker says something offensive as long as you with him. And that's the pandering that's going on right now is disgusting. And so it's like you gotta nip that shit in the bud. You gotta nip it in the bud.
Yes,
we ain't walking stereotypes and nothing like that.
I agree.
We come in all different shapes and sizes, you know what I'm saying, shades and creeds, religions and all that stuff.
I agree, yeah.
And ain't nobody a monolith.
It's just like Creflo Dollar asking for a Learjet.
It's way different.
No. Well, to an extent, because now you're just pandering
he's promising you salvation.
Yeah,
a little
but
different.
that's pandering to your audience.
That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? She promised
offering
you 15 an hour.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. But see, what I try to go is with the progressive aspect in which she might be offering you $15 an hour, which may or may not happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen.
Oh, no, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Right, but
it's going to be one motherfucker working and 17 robots in that bitch.
Oh, facts.
And that's what you get.
But you
learn a fucking skill, you fucking bums. And that's the problem that's going on right now. Motherfuckers is fucking bums and they don't want to work. They don't want to work.
No, but
motherfuckers don't got no skills. Motherfuckers don't want to work.
No, but that's not also what it is because
that's what it is.
No,
it's a lot of
there's a lot of whack niggas or women people.
There's a lot of motherfucking losers walking around with. You know what I'm saying? With the sociology of vaginal clitoris stimulation degrees walking around and wondering why they can't get a job. Motherfucker, shut the fuck up. You don't know no tangible skills, man. You don't know no tangible skills.
Right.
And this is what happens. But this is what happens when you give up to the insane.
No, but there's an abuse of what's happening right now in the trade industry as far as receiving education and certifications because everything's so regulated now that, you do have to receive a certification for a certain craft or profession. I completely agree with that. But what these schools are making these students take out $30,000, $40,000, $60,000 loans on, let's say, a sonogram certification, bruh, you're abusing the craft. Like, literally, I see people, and these are my peers, I see my peers going through these trade, technical studies, receiving a certification, and not even knowing or having the assertive knowledge to even further into their field. It's like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you're literally funneling these people at a rate to where they're losing and having a lack of knowledge of the actual craft. Like, and I'm not saying this for every skill and trade. I'm just saying for the ones that I have come across. Like for instance, bro. Like, no disrespect to any craft out there, but let's say, okay, a forklift driver, right? Forklift needs an OSHA certification. I completely understand why they need it. But you could have a fucking crackhead have a forklift certification and he's going to have that job. It's like, bro, you can't be high on the job. And yes, there are drug testing jobs, but you're going to tell me that all these jobs are drug testing when these guys are doing good jobs? No, they're only drug testing when they fuck up. And yes, they will eventually fuck up, but how about if that fuck up takes 5 years? How about if that fuck up takes 10 years? And it's the biggest fuck up. It knocks down your whole warehouse because he was just on something. Maybe cocaine, maybe
I have no
heroin.
idea what this had anything to do.
As far as skills, I'm saying, as far as skill and trade, and where we're going as far as the education and what we call lazy people, it's like, yeah, there's going to be lazy people if you're going to abuse the economy.
Dog, everybody motherfucking... Dog, don't nobody want to work for work, dog. Don't nobody want to work. Motherfucker want to sit in the office.
To an extent.
Come on, dog. The same shit with this wage inequality and all that bullshit.
No, to an extent. No, there's abuse.
Women earn. Okay, well, yo, you know how many bitches I seen in the goddamn union? Motherfucker only see one, and it was a transsexual. It was a dude. It was a dude that
Right.
became a bitch.
Right.
So it's a female.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't know again, and don't nobody in construction ever disrespect that motherfucker, man, because we knew him back when he was a him.
Right, but
guess what? We call him by his girl name now, because
Right.
that's what he prefer to be called.
Right.
And everybody fuck with him and all that shit. Anybody beat him up and nothing like that, because people think that, oh, because you working in the skilled labor, you know, you are uncouth, you are uncultured, you are
Right.
this and that. No. We do all that shit. All that shit exists in this world, but at the end of the day, labor is labor.
Right.
At the end of the day, all these motherfuckers are clamoring to flip a burger at McDonald's and get paid $15 an hour.
Right.
You do not deserve $15 an hour at McDonald's. You
If
don't.
you're the only one there, yes.
No.
I'm saying if there's robots around you, you're the only one left,
dog.
yeah.
I'm sorry, dog. The failures and the choices you made in life determine the fact that you working at McDonald's at 45 with 3 kids.
Right.
It sounds harsh,
Right.
but it's also true,
It is-
dog.
it is true.
It is
It
what
is
it is,
true.
dog. What you want? Everybody to pat you on your
No,
back
no,
and be
no.
like, you get a participation trophy
No.
in life.
No, and
in life. In life.
And I don't.
Nah, dog.
Concur.
That's why we got
with-
all this bullshit that I'm talking about. Because we breeding with the dog in the animal kingdom. What you think gonna happen, dog? Man, you suffocate a motherfucker, dog. Off rip, dog. You just snap a motherfucker
Survival of the
neck.
fittest, right?
It
But-
ain't what it is. Ain't no more fit going around. That's why we
Okay.
got a whole bunch of fat ass, ugly motherfuckers having fat ass, ugly ass motherfucking babies.
So how do you
and
feel?
what you gonna do about it?
And so-
Can't do nothing.
And so you're
Because now we be becoming, you know what I'm
and
saying?
to your point,
yeah,
because if you're gonna go survival of the fittest, you can't just talk about the weak. You have to talk about the people that can't even do for themselves. How do you feel about those that abuse the handicap system as far as they're so disabled or they consider themselves so disabled? I'm not saying to the quadriplegics and the paraplegics, but the people that, I have PTSD, I have schizophrenia and bipolarism, and now I receive a check every week from the government.
That's where I lead the conversation. Because I got a handicap logo on my whip. Gotta go.
But that's what I'm saying. You can't swing one way of the conversation and not appease the other, because there are people that are actually out here with life-threatening diseases, life debilitations, where they're really disabled to the point of where they cannot have themselves. They cannot appease themselves. This motherfucker is gonna fuck up all the film.
No, I'm not. No, because I'm not there. So I put in honor of Nipsey, I put the victory lap.
All right. If that's what you want to
call. There we go.
I gotta keep all this in, right?
There we go.
But like sometimes people abuse, and that's as society, and especially as Americans, we abuse certain cultures. So yeah, you might call one aspect of society lazy, but what do you call the ones that are abusing these availabilities, such as abusing medical aid, as far as not just in the hospital but disability aid, where they're not going to work because I have schizophrenia, or I have bipolar disorder, I need to be medicated for my PTSD. I'm not saying that PTSD isn't a real thing. I am saying that there are some people that don't have PTSD, that say they have PTSD or super anxiety, that don't exactly need to be at home collecting a check. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that certain cases do need medical help. I am saying that some cases are unnecessary in the medical attention that they are being provided for. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know you're saying that everybody's lazy and everybody don't want to do anything, but there has to be opportunity for people to do anything. You have to have opportunity. If you don't have opportunity, you don't have anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I definitely would say, like, anybody that got a little bit of chump change of money, bro, hey, go into real estate, bro. Like, quick and with the hurry. You can make money anywhere with real estate. You can take that bitch anywhere. Like, you gotta know avenues and alleyways to make money. Like, if you're in a metropolitan city, bro, and you ain't got no fucking job, go to your nearest stagehand company, bro. They will hire you on the fucking spot. Why
would it do? That's physical labor. Why would it do it?
Because
motherfuckers don't want to do it.
That's false, bro. That's a false equivalency, bro. You think that motherfuckers that don't want a job, like, motherfuckers do want a job, and I can understand that because I've been in a predicament where I went on 100 interviews and was denied all, and not because of how I look. Maybe there was just a discrepancy that I did not qualify for. I'm not gonna blame the industry or anything like that. I'm gonna put it on my experience. But I would definitely say that anybody that ain't got a job right now, bruh, you do not have a job, you're 18, you just graduated high school, you have no fucking skills technically in the corporate world, go to your nearest stagehand company, bruh. Type in stagehand on Google, stagehands near me, and go to that company. No, honestly, bro. No, I'm not giving away one specific company.
No, I'm saying you're a walking advertisement.
No, bro, because, bro, you have to understand, when I was 18, I was so fucking lost. Like, I thought I was going to get a job at Bank of America or some simple shit like that. Where, like, what are you doing? All you're doing all day is fucking counting money or some dumb shit. Or even at a register, like, on some regular shit. Like, maybe not Walmart or Kmart or McDonald's, but I was trying to, stretch for something higher. And maybe I didn't get it. All right, I understand that. Maybe it wasn't for me. Maybe it wasn't my time. Whatever the case may be. You got a cousin or whatever that plugged you in. Whatever. But I'm telling for the dudes and the girls, even women, if y'all ain't got a job and you don't want to sell no pussy, I would say your best option is to locate your nearest stagehand company. They are all over the country. They have unions. They have 401k plans. They will take care of you, bruh. Just go to your nearest stagehand company. I can't tell you which one because they don't pay me enough to do that. But go to your local nearest stagehand company and you will find work. You will have a job. You will be paying taxes to get a tax return. That's all I'm saying.
You gotta say more.
Right, but you won't have a solution.
No, you gotta say more.
What? I gotta say less.
Your disclaimer.
I gave him.
Don't apply if you're scared of fucking heights. No, there's certain shit.
That's certain positions. No, that's certain positions.
It don't matter. You gotta let it know.
No, there's ground.
But not everybody gonna be on the ground floor.
Right. But no, there's ground.
You gotta let them know. Don't apply if you scared of falling to your death.
No, you can apply. There's ground floor positions. There's not only high flying positions.
If you can't fly, don't apply. That's all we want. Motherfuckers with wings on their ass. Float your fairy ass out of this motherfucker.
Listen, we have reached our level of inebriation. We're going to call it. This has been another episode of the Inebriated Podcast. Check us out on all social media platforms. Check us out on the email, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud. We are on all social media platforms. If you want to listen to us on the go, audio only, iTunes, SoundCloud. What's another one? Spreaker. We are on all social media platforms. So please come check us out. It's high energy, new episodes every week. This has been the Inebriated Podcast. Thank you for listening.
Ya tú sabes.